Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Today we're going to make pierogi. I'm going to make two types. I'm going to make meat pierogi and potato and cheese pierogi. So I'm going to do a total of 3 short videos, one showing how to make the meat mixture, one showing how to make the potato and cheese mixture, and one showing how to make the pierogi dough and then making the pierogis all the way up through boiling them. So let's get going and learning how we're going to make the meat mixture. For the meat mixture, I've got some carrots and potatoes boiling, just like a small potato and 1 carrot diced up and boiling. I got 1 pound of ground beef. You can mix ground beef and pork. Some people do that. I've got a half an onion. I've got some garlic powder, about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I've got a half a teaspoon of salt. I've got about 3/4 of a tablespoon of marjoram, and I've got 1 egg and 1/2 cup of chicken broth. You can use beef broth, you can use vegetable broth, you can use any type of broth. Don't use water for this. You want some depth of flavor. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 1.5 tablespoons of butter. We're going to come back here to the oven and we're going to fry up this meat mixture and the onions first. That's the first step in this. And then we'll add in the potatoes. And then we're going to take all of this together and we're going to mince it real well in the food processor. Okay, our first step is we're going to we got this butter in the pot all nice and hot. And we're going to take this 1/2 cup of onion that's been diced. And we're going to cook this until it's well caramelized. Once you see that your onions are nice and caramelized, you add in your ground beef, and you take and you break it up and as fine as you can for right now. Once you've got it incorporated, you're going to add in your garlic powder, your pepper, and your salt. Continue cooking and mixing until the hamburger meat is fully cooked. Once the hamburger meat is fully cooked, we're going to take it off the heat and let it cool before we proceed to the next steps. Now we're ready to assemble the meat filling. We've let this cool down quite a bit, and we're going to put this in the food processor. As well as the juices that drained from this. Those potatoes and carrots that I told you I was boiling, we're going to put those in. We're going to mix those around. I forgot to mention that we have 1 clove of garlic that I don't want pieces in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to crush it, using this to crush all of my garlic in here. Get that in there. And then I'm going to hand crush the marjoram to get the flavors and the oils out. Get as much as that I can out of that. Put the rest in there. And what I've got set aside is I've got 1 egg, and I've got the 1/2 cup of chicken broth. So we're going to pulse this first to bring everything together. Then I'm going to add this chicken broth in. I'm going to put it on low. Add the chicken broth in. And now I'm going to add the egg in. And that should be it. That should give us a nice mince, and it does. And there is your filling. The filling is ready. You can make this ahead of time, about a day ahead of time if you want. That way it saves you some time. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator so it cools down a little bit and gets cold, so it's easier to put in a pierogi. And then we'll be all ready to make the pierogi with the meat filling. Okay, next up is the cheese filling. We'll see you again on another edition of Papa Bojo's Kitchen. Buon appetito, and don't forget to check out the next video for the cheese and potato filling, and then ultimately the video showing how to make the dough for the pierogi, and also how to form them and how to boil them. Buon appetito, everybody. Have a great day.